Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Hope you're having a super blessed day, and welcome back to SharpeSports. And recently, I went out to Tyler Junior College, the #1 Juco in the country, and they finished off as a top 20 Juco in the entire nation last year. And I went over there and I did an interview with some of the coaches. Like the title says, if you don't have any offers, junior college is a phenomenal opportunity for you to go, not have to pay a whole bunch of money, and still be able to play college football with the very real possibility of getting a Division I scholarship. In this interview, we break down what it takes to get added onto a Juco roster, what type of players succeed and excel at the Juco ranks, and how to get an offer once you're at a junior college. So stick around for the entire video. There's a bunch of knowledge, and those guys are just absolutely great guys. So there's a bunch of knowledge of just how to continue on your football dreams if you do not have any offers coming out of high school. So be sure to leave this video a like, and let's jump straight into the video. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, everybody, we are here today with Coach Jacobson, the new head coach of Tyler Junior College. First and foremost, thank you for taking the time out to do this interview.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so first and foremost, so you are the brand new head coach. Like, this is fresh news. So just kind of give a little bit of a background of where you're from and your coaching history.
For sure. So I grew up in South Lake Carroll, little suburb outside of Dallas. Growing up, loved football.
Definitely.
Right. You would ask me as a little kid, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? I would have said head football coach.
Yeah.
Been a part of football and organized football as long as I can remember. I was actually a ball boy on the sidelines growing up, watching my older brother during the Todd Dodge era. Then, played, won a state championship at South Lake Carroll. After that, was fortunate enough to go play at Texas Tech as a freshman.
Okay.
Took some time away from football. Actually went on a 2-year mission.
Okay, yeah.
I was in Bolivia for 2 years.
What's up?
Came back, transferred to BYU, finished out my playing career there.
There it is.
Hopped right on the coaching staff as a graduate assistant there. Spent some time there at BYU. After my time at BYU, jumped to another junior college called Snow College in Ephraim, Utah, about an hour south of Provo, hour south of BYU. And now I'm here. I'm here at Tyler Junior College.
That's what's up. So first and foremost, the reason for this video is I am a big advocate of Juco football, but I feel like people don't really know about Juco. They know about big time FBS, they know about FCS, they even know a little bit about Division II, but after that, they either feel like they got to go Division III, or they don't really understand like the real opportunity that Juco football has. So just kind of explain, first off, why you like coaching in Juco, and then just kind of what the overall Juco landscape can provide for a recruit.
So junior college football is great. You'll probably see all over Twitter, hey, hashtag Juco product. And it's because those kids and coaches who coach at this level, they take tremendous pride in the fact that they're on this level, because the thing about Juco players is they bet on themselves. Yep. They probably had a lot of other offers coming out of high school, or they didn't for whatever reason, but they believed in themselves. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've enjoyed coaching these football players and young men is, they have unwavering belief, right? And that's something that's very important, and I think is great. I've had the opportunity to coach a lot of motivated young men, right? And I think that's something that I've enjoyed more than I anticipated coming from the Division I ranks, coaching at BYU, going to the Juco level, is just celebrating the success and all the work that probably was behind the scenes that nobody saw, right? A lot of days by themselves in the weight room, a lot of days by themselves studying for this math test, this calculus test, whatever it might be, whatever the reason was why they didn't get those big offers, and then to see them overcome and develop as people, because a lot of times the athleticism and the football ability is almost there. And it's our job as coaches to unlock it. And part of that also is to help them on whatever non-football related aspect of their life that help them back. And so that's probably been the biggest thing that I've really enjoyed is seeing that success and seeing the growth of these young men.
That's what's up. So speaking of success, coming from Snow College, which if you guys don't know, very, very big Juco, like they're up there with Tyler Junior College. Tyler Junior College is a little bit better though. The kids who have gotten offers, the kids who have come in, put their 1 year, got an offer, put their 2 years in, got an offer. What is one similarity that you saw from those players that helped them not only get playing time early, but help them succeed and get to where they're trying to go at the next level in college football?
The biggest difference for me is there's guys who are willing to make the sacrifices and there's guys who aren't willing to make the sacrifices.
Definitely.
Right? Kind of like I aforementioned is that, you got to sacrifice some stuff. Sometimes it's got to be sleep. Sometimes it's going out with your friends. Sometimes it's, working through the frustration and the struggle of not understanding some topic, or learning to schedule your time, or learning to put in the work to develop yourself physically, right?
Yes.
Putting the work in the weight room.
Definitely.
I think that's the biggest thing that holds kids back is not letting go of some of their bad habits that they had in high school that hindered them from getting those other successes straight out of high school. So that's the biggest thing: the buy-in, the dedication, and the sacrifice.
Definitely. And what's one misconception that you would say people have about junior college, whether good or bad?
I would say the misconception about junior college is that it's not a great football level. You go across the board, 2 or 3 years from now, we're going to have a significant amount of people on our roster playing Division I football or in the NFL.
Yep.
Right? When I was at Snow College in the 2 seasons that I was there, we had 22 players signed Division I.
Yep.
I mean, we only have 22 starters.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
And so you're practicing every day against Division I caliber players, and then you're playing every week against Division I caliber players. And so I think that's the biggest thing is just the level of competition that there is. Now, I would say there is a big discrepancy in some of the top JUCOs and the bottom JUCOs. You're getting a wide range versus if you're a conference in some other divisions, there's a little bit more parity.
Definitely.
But yeah, when you go to a good conference in JUCO, or you go to some of the top ones like Snow College or Tyler Junior College, or some of those schools, they've got ballers. They have ballers everywhere.
That's what I be trying to tell my audience is like the kids who had the Power 5 offer, but maybe had a 1.8 GPA, or the kid who had the offer to a Sacramento State, a Sam Houston State, or one of the mid majors, and they're like, no, I'm a Power 5 player. Like those are the kids who are going JUCO, and those are the kids who you have to go up against. And I think one of the biggest things that JUCO football offers is it gets to show players how much you truly love football without the financial. You don't have to spend $30,000, $40,000 a year to figure out if you really love football or if you're good enough to play. And so that's one of the things that I really try and focus, because once you're done with high school football, it's a job after that. It's not a, hey mom, can you take me to practice? It's, are you going to get up, like you were saying, are you going to get up and go put in the work? Are you going to get up and go do the extra work? Or are you just going to go as soon as practice starts, second as it ends? That's where I'm dedicated. So that's definitely something that I really just love about JUCO football.
That's a huge separator, really. I mean, in high school, to your point, I think there's a lot of people who enjoy being football players, but don't enjoy playing football. If you understand the difference, if you listen to the subtlety of that, right? And I think that is a big separator too. It's like a lot of people, myself included, tied their identity to being a football player for so long. When you grow up in that such formative age of high school, a lot of guys kind of are looking for some purpose and some identity. This is the
one thing I'm good at,
right? And so that's a big distinguisher too. Is there are guys who love football, but those guys who enjoy being football players, they don't quite last or are as successful.
Definitely. And the last question is, for a player who maybe didn't get offers coming out of high school or is looking to get some bigger offers, what should they expect when first looking for a junior college? Because like you said, there are levels to this. There's the top of the top, and then you can but all of them offer a similar opportunity. So what should they be looking for? And then what should they expect that first year walking onto campus?
Know that it's going to be a grind. First of all,
definitely,
and talk to a lot of people. A lot of people don't realize how much of a time commitment it is to be a football player. Like you've got to learn how to schedule. You've got to learn how to sacrifice. Like I said, those are probably the two biggest things. Is you got to be ready to work, and you've got to be patient, but also stay motivated, right? Because football is like this. football's like this for most people. You know, you start and then you don't start, and then you start and then you don't start, or you're the best player in your team and maybe you're not as good, or and just the whole time I would say just keep working. Take it day by day, and when you string 30 days together, you'll see the results.
Definitely. And last but not least, the floor is yours. Anything that you would like to say, and if you're talking to a bunch of high school recruits out there and just kids they're trying to make it, so what's one piece of advice that you would give to them? To
bet on themselves, to not give up.
Definitely.
I had a player at Snow College who he emailed me probably 7 or 8 times, and he sent me his film, and I went back and forth. Do I invite this kid? Do I not? Do I invite this kid or do I not? Do I invite this kid or do I not? And he kept reaching out, and I said, hey, you know what? I could tell it matters to you. You're not giving up, right? And if you're not giving up to get here, then I'll at least give you an opportunity. And he ended up being a starter for me.
There it is.
And so excited to see his next year. So bet on yourself.
Most definitely. All right, I appreciate you taking the time, and looking forward to a great season.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right, first and foremost, appreciate y'all taking the time out to come and be a part of the channel. So if y'all could introduce yourselves.
My name is Coach Lewis. I coach the defensive backs here at Tyler Junior College.
My name is Brady Davis, Coach Davis. I coach the quarterbacks and receivers.
So first and foremost, how long have y'all been involved with the program?
Both first year. I got here at the end of August.
And I got here about a month before, so we're going on year 2. Been here for about 10 to 11 months now.
So what was the first impression that y'all had when stepping onto the campus? Like, have y'all had experience in other coaching positions? Like, how does Tyler Junior College compare to other programs?
I played football. I didn't play at the Juco level, but I grew up in Mississippi, so that's a big, obviously a big place for junior college football, and they have their own league. So when I got here, I was like, wow, this don't look like a junior college. This place is nice. This isn't scuba. This isn't, northeast, northwest. So I was really impressed, man, and just right away, just the atmosphere. It's got more so of a 4-year feel than it does a 2-year school, in my opinion.
Definitely has a 4-year feel, 4-year size as well. Really big campus. It was very welcoming by the players, coaches, people on campus, administrators. So
that's what's up. All right, so getting into the football side of things. So what is the number one thing that you see that what's like the one attribute that you see with most of the players that you have on the team? What's like the one thing that they all have in common?
They're all chasing offers. They're all chasing to get out of here. Like kind of going back to your last question, it's a little nicer here than most places, so people are happy here, but they're all chasing that. They're all Power 5, right? They're all heading to Alabama and Oklahoma and things like that. But really, it's a hunger to these guys, man. They've been counted out. They're at the bottom right now, still trying to get it out the mud, as they say. So it's a hunger here, man. For the most part, we got guys that are trying to be great and trying to find ways to improve themselves.
Yeah, same like Coach Davis said, the grind, man. That's what these guys have in common, the grind. They really want it, and they get up early in the morning, they do everything we ask, everything that's required in order to get to where they want to be. So just to see them working towards their goals, man, is pretty impressive and encouraging as well.
Definitely. So y'all have been on campus for a couple of months, and y'all have been around the players now. What's the number one thing that separates the kids who come in, get quality playing time versus the kids who they kind of just get washed in the depth chart?
Priorities, man, what their priorities are. Some guys are out doing things that they shouldn't be, not focused on the task at hand, man. Junior college is a 2 to 3 year deal where you got to come in, you got to get film, you got to keep your grades where they need to be, and you got to stay out of trouble, and then you'll have a chance. If you can't take care of those 3 things, you're not going to have a chance. So the guys that come in and take care of business, and they love ball, and they're willing to sacrifice whatever and do what it takes to get out, those guys are going to have the success. When the people that are more interested in the partying and in the social life and the skipping class and stuff like that, it's going to be really hard for them to be recruited.
Definitely.
Yeah, same. You got to be about your business. From the day you step on campus to the day you get ready to leave here, you got to be about your business. If you're not, you're going to get lost in the shuffle, lost in the sauce. Grades, whether it's grades, performance, whatever it may be, you have to be top notch in everything that you do.
And last question, for a player who potentially is considering JUCO, they didn't really get an offer out of high school, or they weren't really highly recruited. What's the number one thing that they should do to try and get their highlights in front of coaches? And if they do end up going to a JUCO, what should they kind of expect in that first year?
Expect a lot of grinding, man. Just a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of focus. You got to have your goals kind of clear cut, and like you need to be working to reach those each and every day. And every day is an interview. You know, we get coaches coming in here every day of the week, man, and they're looking for different things, and you got to check all the boxes.
Most definitely.
I think not trying to look to that next step and just trying to take care of your business day by day and just kind of letting things fall in place, man. And it always goes back to the grades, right, and the social life. So, like, if you're handling your business and you're just trying to become a better football player, better human being, better student, all of that every day, then they'll have a chance. So I think, as far as getting the film out there, you obviously we have a million platforms, social media-wise and whatnot, but it's really just about, what is Coach Davis going to say about you? What is Coach Lewis going to say about you? How do you handle your business? Because they're going to call us every single time. So being a good teammate, man, being coachable. A lot of guys think they've got it figured out, right? Being coachable is a huge deal because these coaches want to coach, right? So these these coaches that are looking at him for the next level is he coachable? That's a huge question. So just being coachable and just taking it day by day and soaking it all in and just trying to perfect your craft, every chance you get, no matter if it's a workout, a practice, study hall, film, whatever it might be.
Sounds good. I appreciate y'all taking the time.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you.